Check, check, yeah. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Rocknrollsailor opening weekend. We have Winn and spoken word for you for the next 45 minutes to an hour. It's all very special people, very distinct styles of writing and styles of performing. So I'm going to fight it up for the MUMBLE, and after that, this is good old bad blues. I leave bad people alone, hoping they'll come to good someday. Now I know that hope may be in vain in unfortunate ways. Because with the same wry smile, the hurt and the pain, I know I face the mirror when they call my name. You see, I'm bad. I'm bad at so many things, and the angel sounds the way the beast sings. Yet I know I'm good, because otherwise, I'd never know the fucking difference. Now I have walked many a country mile, through rain and snow and drying in the sunshine. I've laid my head on pillows and rocks, but I'll never lay down again upon the chopping block. I know I'm good, I know I'm bad, I'll cry when I'm laughing and smile while I'm sad. Because there's always a way, there's always a track. Wherever, whatever, don't let it hold you back. Says all roads are full of good intentions. It's only the road to hell that's paved with the gravestones of lost freedom. So, on the stone beds of normalities, don't lay your soul to waste. Thank you. And now, in honor of a great man, I have a dream. I have a dream for you. A dream so real, it is here in the flesh. And it is a dream of a person that spends his time doing the most unfortunate, ungrateful job there is. This man likes to suffer so bad, he's a teacher. Please, may I welcome you, Daydream.
Oh, thank you. No, this is necessary. I think it's fine. No, it's good. Hey, let's use these nice words in this freaking cold weather to get warm with each other, okay? Listen about the passions of people. I got a reason, but I don't know it. I got feelings, but I don't show it. All my desires are nobody. They're going nowhere. Why I be so people so lonesome behind? I lose myself in non-alcoholic substances. Rock and roll takes away the pain from inside out. If I'm wrecked, then I don't have to explain. All my desires give me the push. When I'm wasted, I know that I've escaped the grind of 9 to 5 hours working day. Thank you. Good man, with your life all planned, your concrete castle built, laughing through your filth. Here I come, here I finish, reason man. I come to lure, I come to rape your woman without touching her. I come to take your children into the street, to become like you really are. I come for you, oh man. Oh man, with your Christmas lights already up. You're such a man when you're putting up your Christmas lingeries. First on the block. I want to suffer as you suffer at your front door with nails from your well-stocked blowings and leftovers of nicotine. Oh man, holy man, love on fire, I come to resurrect, I'm home. It's very deep, you guys, it's very deep. Everything you hear has a different metaphorical meaning, so it's actually written for everybody to understand the way it should be understood, probably. Lord, give me a gun. I'll give you acts of salvation and mercy. Give me a loving artillery unit and a battalion. I'll give you some constructive, the conformist criticism. Give me burn, give me fire. I'll turn the other chick around. Give me a dime. Give me reason. I'll call in the airstrike. Give me a chance. And I'll stop linger. I'll stop reason. I'll stop world, pain, suffering. Give me an image. I'll give you peace. The sun is dying lying on that side. One eye is open. Every day, the world dies. It commits terrible suicide. Suicidal tendencies. They drown itself into the deep sea. Every morning, the sun rises above this freaking weird Amsterdam. It tears across the horizon just to show him. I aspire to that, to give totally away and die every night, and then be given this chance to die again, sinking, burning, dying, perishing away, and rising again, just to show him to never be bored again. Thank you. Okay, you guys, this was something written about in the moments of, contemplation with ourselves. Now, more reasonable poetry. What is this life we're full of care if we have no time to stand and stare? No time to stand beneath the boughs and stare as long as ships or cows. No time to see when woods we pass where squirrels pipe their nuts in grass. No time to see in broad daylight streams full of stars like skies at night. No time to turn at beauty's glance and watch her feet how they can dance. No time to wait till her mouth can enrich that smile her eyes began. A poor life this is, full of care. We have no time to stand, fuck, and stare. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's finish. This is me. This is who we are. Always new stories, strange cosmos, wild dreams burning. From here, Ndsm to the world of Amsterdam flash poetics journey. Solid notions made of pain. Righteous ambition is soul to gain. We live to forgive and never forget. Together, whatever in a stolen poetic jet set. A gleam of reason for the mankind is what I make. I give it all with no need to take. Pushing the limit, my ideas fly. Open and breathe, bursting flames as volcano. Replicating my offspring without any seed. My ideal is as static as earth between sky and water. Growing repressed out and afraid. It's an advantage, not a failure. With a sheer wisdom and among the titans, all in, we together we engage in, and nobody will be left behind us. You are sacred, we are holy. Yeah, I speak the truth in this wolf den. It's absolutely guerrilla poets, one night stand. My words is the wind and my lyrics is the fire. A never-ending path is what I desire. As a king in a castle, my wheels, my muscles. Better run faster, power and a panel underline and the master of my fucking jungle. You may say I'm an idealist loser, but you're wrong. I'm a game changer. Not a magician, neither a wizard. Thousands of skin more than a lizard. I don't need a flag, keep it revolutionary. Transforming the ordinary in some fucking extraordinary. Made for sharing without no compromise. I'm connected to my freedom from sunset to sunrise. I draw my own lines with no regrets and no lies. Creativity neither sleeps, so neither do Rocknrollsailor and I. Now, concentrate time to elevate. Don't hesitate, me, myself and I. It's a blood, it's a me. I'm a social renegade. This is how I finish. Thank you very much, you guys.
Wow! Actually contracted him to go in half the evening, but if he has done his job, and a good job it was. Please a warm welcome and round of applause for Daydream. And next up we have Talitha.
The first poem I'm going to do is called Mosaic. The day shatters into 1,000 tiny pieces of iridescent mosaic. A consecrated silence eases its way into the hollow of my heart, and I'm looking at the shards wondering which version of reality I want to see, which color tastes more like me. A voice like salt on the crest of an ocean wave, a soul serene as the moon reflected on water, eyes like erupting flower petals at dawn, hands forming the melody of Spain, a mind like the weeping willow in a storm. Write me down like this, write me down like soft words on a page, write me down like rough strokes of pain, write me down with tender rays. Spare me the dull pieces of glass, spare me the safety guidelines of throwing away a broken mirror, spare me the 10 steps to live a happier, more mindful, more fulfilling life, spare me your robotic maintenance of human flesh. Wake up at 7, do yoga, eat homemade granola dipped in almond milk, go to work, cook dinner, make babies, watch meaningless reality television until your soul is built enough to be able to sleep or pee. No. Give me your red lipstick on cracked lips. Give me the lies that sleep in the bags under your eyes. Give me the stretch marks of your mind. Give me the waste paper basket of your heart and write me a story that starts with everything you've thrown away. Write me down like this. Write me down like a paper cup. Write me down like a bleeding heart trying to make sense of this mosaic chaos of my life. Clothe my kindness in furious scribbles that capture my raw, unwavering rage, and clothe my rage in excremental beauty, so the world won't censor it. The day shatters into 1,000 tiny pieces of iridescent mosaic, and I can now see my story reflected in it all. The next one was one I wrote for the Word Up event in the beginning of this month, and the theme was nostalgia, so it's called nostalgia. This smile like Midas' hand, only the slightest hesitant touch with the tip of my right ring finger beautified me, made me utterly, completely fucking useless. A heavy lump of gold to burden this world with. The building I walked by was, I think, about 10 stories high. I wonder what other tales it so carelessly hides. Maybe it was supposed to be warmer and you didn't smile. But I still got the Chinese amulet you gave me to bring me luck. I'm a golden memory frozen in time and I'd like to wake up. Young girls practicing kissing on pictures in horny teenage magazines. I'm more fascinated by watching the movement of your tongue than some pretty boy's smile. One day smoking cigarettes stolen from your mother's desk. The next day you were gone without even saying goodbye. I'm a golden memory frozen in time and I'd like to wake up. The darkness couldn't hide the light streaming down your face. The bridals of your love have left me motherless. The cookies on the Christmas tree have all turned sour, they're hard to swallow. Missing you and all your righteousness is hard to swallow. I'm a golden memory frozen in time and I'd like to wake up. I sold Jesus to a starry night, containing more light than my frigid, shriveled heart. Unwashable, the cross stains on my life. Unwashable, the black and white dictating my mind. Unwashable, my name engraved in the palm of a dead God's hand. I'm a golden memory frozen in time, and I'd like to wake up now. The next one was called Mass Production Suicide. 2 gunshots and a red container containing chemicals of sand. The first bullet missed. The other caused an explosion, exploding the 3-letter word into the room. And now there are people carrying this anti-gas, gassing of emptiness with loneliness and loneliness with sand. Your sand has been blown away by the stray bullets from your heart. The crying that should have missed is moving the target. But let's start at the beginning. Your life always felt like a misfire. Live, love, fight, laugh. Don't look at the cracks in the mask. Don't let them see this poison creeping, crawling, crossing under your skin. Don't let anyone into this envelope. Mind you later decide it's best left behind. Even if you were to leak your poison upon this earth, no one will catch the drops and stop this hurt from blowing up. They can deal with the body, hundreds of bodies, thousands upon thousands upon thousands of bodies, millions of stray bullets not missing their targets. But don't shoot at the status quo of profit. A broken mind is unprofitable and be silenced. When the chemical container explodes into an explosion of this 3-letter word, it adds more value to the arts. You see, the system never fails. It's self-fulfilling prophecy. Shout, cry, raise your fist, scream, die. You will bow down at the altar of veracity in all of its radiant glory. I wonder. We've already killed thousands of gods. Isn't this one disposable as well?
Yeah!
The next quote is about silencing of victims of sexual abuse in the church. I'm an ex-Christian, so that's where this comes from. It's called The Apotheosis of Silence. Silence is golden. You wouldn't want to ruin the reputation of a higher power saving moral lives than yours could ever reach. It really is for your own good, and we love you, they tell you as they take the needle and put in some thread of glue to make it look pretty. Well, still not, my dear. It will sting just a tiny bit. Your lip is trembling with a current of words that must not rise to the surface of this rock of silence that has been so carefully laid out to fill the air with irreversible truth. You can taste the iron in your mouth as your blood flows freely as the only thing still able to come out. And it doesn't even hurt as the needle goes in and out to shut your mouth. Your body's learned long ago how to not feel pain, and as your lips close for good, you swallow the venom that drips from your crosses into your tongue. The silence, it screams unspoken words that have laid eggs now hissing words inside your guts, filling your mind with pesticides. The worms they are feasting on every day, slipping by. They grow with every meal they eat, penetrating the inner layers, and your intestines are starting to crawl. Your belly swells and swells. There's a pressure building in your head. Every cell in your body breaks. Blood splashes on the wall, forming words written in the language only survivors know. And as your guts spill on the carpet, you choke as you vomit out the secrets in one massive burst until your body lays empty on the floor in a black pool of ink and everyone's excrement. You close your eyes, and with your dying breath, you find the freedom you were promised but never had. Once we walked away. The old building stands tall, not proud, with a graveyard for a backyard more lively than the benches inside carved out of mahogany wood. It smells like peppermint and mold, and the foul breath of your mother sitting next to you, smoothing your skirt straight and presentable, every aspect of your life straight and presentable. You don't want to sing or clap your hands as the preacher tells a parable. You try with all your might to harden the ground in your heart or let the seeds fall to the side, but in this also you fail. It's been 2 years now since you walked away. The room smells like bodies, like sweat, like sin, like hell's just one step away from the summer's heat. You light the cigarettes, you come back to your body and feel your thighs ache. The sunlight softly caresses your lover's face, her brown eyes shine like gold and telling you everything's okay, but you turn your back on her with shame. It's been 2 years now and still the Sunday gloom lurks behind the shadow of every intoxicated night, reminding you how far you've strayed from the path of salvation and road you've chosen for your own liberation. It's been 2 years now and still you can smell the scent of freshly cut grass, the restrained dampness of a festival tent. E minors, a violin, a man's voice, each word loud and more fanatical, shoots a jolt throughout the crowd and drums in your numbed down mind, conforming your thoughts into reluctant compliancy. Deep down you know that this is bad, but you can't walk away, not yet. Not while your hand is still as tied around the electric fence, not while your mind is still confined by the fabric of the sacred tent. It's been 2 years now and you're still between the dry heaves and rapid breath, trying to walk away. Next poem is about I interpret as the perspective of those who are still Christian and of those like family members. And it's called I Hate You with the Love of Christ. I hate you with the love of Christ. You can see it in my eyes, my former brother, former sister, former lover, former wife. I still love the you beneath the sin, the you that you once were, the forgotten godliness within. Jesus died for me. His blood is on my hands, my face, my obscurely contrived lies. Everything I touch turns red with hate. I know my Savior. My Savior is white. My Savior is homophobic. My Savior is right. My Savior is going to set you free from all the worldliness to which you cling, like your identity. He made you, but you're broken. He loves you, he asks forgiveness for your sins. He frees you, but you have to follow him for the rest of your life. You have to follow him and suffocate inside. I hate you because I love you, and the you without Jesus makes me terrified.
No, you're good. Keep rolling.
Okay.
Keep rolling.
I'm going to read this one because I don't really know what that was. This one is called Silence. My silence is louder than your love. It is a darkness, a conversation in the mind with all the missing parts of my life. It is the after innards of a kiss, the dreaming leaves on this world. It is the missing of your lips on the consequences of this hurt. It is the loudness of the night, it is the hollowness inside. It is a hologram, silent and creeping under my skin. It is a fever sleeping, a baby call on my careful heart, and violent longing within. It is everything that's never been said and everything that's never been done. It is the sound of this world captured in my soul. It is the music of the lacking, and I will never be old. The uiterste. I am sin incarnate, love disenchanted, hope lost but always coming back. The cool breeze in the endless summer stream, the blood dripping from the knife that killed your God, the silent loneliness within. The Gordian knot and the rope around your wrist, the colors of autumn leaving bruises on your skin, the sultry air of wishful hating, the crisp air of early morning spring. I am the last drop in the bucket from which you cannot drink, and the thought that breaks the verse before the swallower burns. I am the ink stain on your hand, I am the breaking of a nail, I am a pain you can't define, I am your life, standing still.
Take the rest of the year if you want.
Okay, then I have 3 more posts for you. Empty vessel. I've crucified my heart, the marking of the killing of my God or gods. You never know whom you devote your time to. Maybe the gods with the voices in my head. It's been so quiet lately. I dream the shaping of my life, the ghost of a child with red eyes shifts between the lines. I color them all shades of red, blue, and green, but they remain scattered in my fragile mind. I walk on silver lining sands and water grows my shoelace. I bleed the salt from your sea, clean my wounds from the inside, free me from the tides of lost and gone. I want to drown in your ocean. The feathers snap before everything else decays. I'm an empty pot of clay and mud. Fill me with good soil. Let me harvest kindness. Universal form of loss. Immaculate senses, drunken dances, and sober nights. The water flows till morning turns into morning and light rises on the other side. You ask me about the time. Instead, I tell you the universe rhymes is just the sound has been off lately. Maybe the poet is getting tired. Maybe the poet is God and God is getting very tired. Maybe she's waiting for the light to wake her in her morning. I scramble down my prayers lest I forever lose my voice. My words are my worship, my pen, my shrine. I try to rhyme, but it doesn't wake me from my morning. And I still haven't told you the time. The last poem is inspired by my favorite artist, Basquiat, and it's called Same Old Shit. My soul dances in a blissful high, unaware of the confinement my thoughts scrape their knees against. I wonder if Jesus felt the thorns in his flesh, or if he could only feel the pain of someone else's blood in his veins. Blood on crosses, a cross as a boot on your face, eyes deprived and hands washed clean. This has always been the way. I wonder if Judas felt as lonely as I. Maybe that's why you slept in the rain, on the bench in the park. Maybe our hurt really looks just the same. I wash myself in a narcotic shower, the fetus position of my heart. will never grow to you. Your shell of oblivion will never lose its crown. Let me look like you look, let me touch like you touch, let me feel like you felt. Doesn't it hurt me to look just the same? Evaporate my soul before I die. I want to feel the rain. Thank you.
Well, can I have like a decent applause for this power beast of poetry over there? Thank you very, very much, Talitha. And we go from powerhouse to powerhouse as I have the honor to give you straight away the next female force d'amour et de violence, like a power of love and violence at the same time. One of the uncrowned, because she wouldn't want that thing on her head, queens of the underground in Amsterdam. Please, may I welcome on the stage for you, the one and only Winn Hart.
Thanks, Sam. Amsterdam, you are a cruel cunt of a mistress. With your red lights and promises of sin. Perusing my Paris papers, I see that I was lamenting my good fortune and wishing to be down and out. Now it's projection, manifestation, 400 kilometers north. Does I sound like Henry? Happy-go-lucky and hungry. Sex-crazed soliloquies on a stage meant for sermons. Amsterdam, you salacious slut. Your disease is doling out fair weather friendship and fetishizing artistic starvation as you order me to my knees for the wasted window shopping tourists. Amsterdam, you conniving conquer whore. We are coming on another Christmas, another Hobobeertje. Another sleepless night wrapped like a gift in my lover's arms. And this year, I'm not asking, but I am demanding that you lift up your skirts to stop pissing on the poor and pitiful who are taking the scraps from your fucking table and turning them to feasts. Be a bitch in the bedroom, but a lady on the street. Let your sons and daughters thrive instead of just survive. Let us have a future instead of just tonight. One more time, I want to thank Rocknrollsailor for having me. Talitha, Daydream, as always, all these guys read for us at Rough Night Press, so I'm really happy that we can also be involved here. I'm Winn Harms, and this is my next poem. I see stories in the stars while making mixtapes for my man. With low-key Technicolor poise, he turned to me and said, "Baby girl, I live in my own world." One time I drew a map on the back of a coaster. Got lost in a bar in Thailand, so it's hard to find my way. The dawn always sounds like leaving in my old 55, but they're yanking a Chinese guy off a plane headed from London to Amsterdam. So I blow smoke rings for Generation Zero. Bipolar roller coaster of blackouts and forgotten dreams. tulip, my love, and I return to collect the serpent's venom. We're all just doing something in an age of poetic terrorism.
Yeah.
I just step away from the mic. I don't say thank you. You don't deserve thanks for applauding, for coming to my fucking performance. There's a poet on acid in the garden. She's battling demons, Ferlinghetti unfurled at her feet. In the distant glows the guiding light of a television as a Christed Candyman stands on a table littered with the remnants of a relapse and screams, "Look at all this fucking bliss!" A man with a handlebar mustache asks if we met in the past, and suddenly I'm Coco Chanel's assistant, searching for signs of a Dutch resistance hero in the midst of a midnight raid, trading secrets to swamis for the deliverance of a forgotten word. The tiny Mao in her mother's hat smiles at me from across the table as a fascist gets punched in the face by the facsimile of a friend who took my load off. Nero is fiddling on a stairway to nowhere. The prodigal daughter caught in a loop of psychedelic return to sender, address unknown. Heroically poetic in the free fall through the cosmos, giving the finger as I dance with Dr. Thompson's ghost. It's fucking cold, huh?
Yeah.
These love notes to my suffering are illuminated roadside shrines on my humble highway. I break wishbones of finches and build tiny white crosses to mark each death of a dream. Orange marigolds for father's sin and pink roses for mother's. I carve commemorative dates on the sunburned skin of the weeping willow with the sharpened fibia of the one who got away. Ash-filled prescription bottles buried at the foot of 9 moments of panic at a picnic spread over a lifetime. The last still fresh on the lips of the one I love. Here is a secret stitched with secrets too heavy for my tongue. I invoke forgotten gods, burn the candle at both ends, and pour one out for lost causes and dead comrades. I ask for, and I allow myself grace, esoteric freshness on my natural gallows, keeper of the leaves. This is like you think every time I just light my joint, that you can applaud, right? Is that better than saying thank you?
They don't like this, like, cigarette on stage, consider an act of rebellion.
Yeah, right? I'm a fucking anarchist because I like this shit everywhere.
It's not like you're driving a car.
Nah. Even when I drove a car, I always had something lit. My pseudo-starlit ego ruins reputations while tripping on high-heeled metaphors and Holly Golightly sunglasses. Urban cowgirl on an electric chrome horse, skirts flying Lady Godiva high. The psychopomp of libido. We are hiding from the digi-demons during a debauchery disco, and we're pissing on the pavement, broad painted with his blood. Original false prophets of glorified excess dressed in black in preparation of a psychic bank robbery. We'll do a couple more. Yeah? You guys still like me doing a couple more? Yeah? Sailor? Couple more?
Why the hell did I invite you?
Because I rock. I was dreaming of conclusion when I heard the crash of his hard drive mind in a yellow raincoat. His dreams got squared by a second grade teacher who kicked a girl out of class for having cool ideas. She said that kids don't live the way they should, radical plans to rule the world. I'd run away to Canada, but I hate the cold. Eyes of his girlfriend as he sneaks a look in my direction, but in his mind I'm running my hands across his thighs. I could not help but to crucify her in a drunken state on a cross made of bedposts. Let her die for my sins. It plays a trick on my mind. I think it's his knock, but white trash climb in my bed and they whisper hell into my head. And if I could get away, I would believe in God, since it would take a miracle to tear me away from an 80-proof love. I chased the tequila sunrise with a 3-month hangover. And I was handcuffed to the steering wheel with my own addictions. I saw him die that night with a head full of acid, a stain on his shirt. Somehow we made it back. And I could swear the pavement was melting as she drove past the motel for the 7th time. I wanted the gun that had held me the night before, but it was too fucking late. We were already dead. I'm listening to gangster poetry and avoiding the vultures. I see them constantly circling outside my open window. But me, I'm a whirling dervish, a neo-Cali, a cock-sucking angel. But now I'm gaining new insights and trying not to transgress. There's a man dressed all in black who keeps telling me that all I have to do is the opposite of what I have been, and everything will be okay. The road won't seem so long, the sunlight not so harsh. I'm finding wayward heroines against jet-lagged daughters, angel-lipped and hooker-hipped, we break down barriers and tear down walls as I try to make myself smaller, less inconvenient, more docile. I want you to hear my truth and not hold it against me. There will never be enough words. I'm going to do one more, and then I'm going to pass the mic on to Rocknrollsailor, who put this whole exhibition together. If you guys haven't taken a look around here, all of this is his. He has put his heart and soul into this exhibition, and he's asked you basically for nothing to come and enjoy it, and it's going to be going on until March 3rd. March 3rd, Sailor? Yeah. So if you're around the next few weekends, there's amazing things coming up every weekend. It's a different theme. Hip-hop, gay party, electronic, all this sort of stuff is coming up. So thank you all for coming out and being such a kind audience to the avant-garde, which we are promoting here at Ndsm. Especially thank you to Ndsm Fuse for letting us put on this very special and unique event. To all the metronome mavericks and poetic poppers, bouncing in basements to forbidden beats, to the word slingers and barstool bards philosophizing on this unattainable utopia, to the fuck pirates and cocksucking angels who worship at the altar of BDSM, our patron saint of kink, to the low-key tricksters and nouveau brunch tricksters dancing with Lady Death in Digital Overdrive. We raise a glass. We raise a glass to your epic attempts at distracted expansion. We salute the beautifully doomed ideals of a doomed generation, climbing on Destitution Mountain, on the edge of existence. We toast our fathers' failures and our mothers' malcontent, their egocentric empires crumbling under the pressures of their children's confessions. We know Big Brother watches from this 24-hour killing floor. The revolution played back for us as consumer culture, like it's 1984. But we will not be silenced or sent underground or to attics or blacklists. We are the vanguards of the future, but the past is close behind. Old men always die. So will you. So will I. Keep this legacy golden. Break free. Shatter time.
Some decent applause is well appropriate, people, please. Winn Harms, big round of applause, please, thank you, yes! That's right. Let's hit it with some rock and roll poetry. Tugboat. Shortly after World War II, in Flanders fields where poppies grew, they would tow the old canal barges with defunct Harley bikes left over from the Yankee man. The angular pull of the heavy barges meant that inevitably, with the passing of time, the bike frame would get so warped, only the one working it all day and night would still manage to ride it out on a straight line and through the bends unleashed. Such are our lives. We push and pull at our societies. We all do. From the most conservative underwear under the pajamas toupee to the most anti-ants mohawk sporting punk. From the flower dress formica idolizing suburb mom with a fetish for bubblegum after blowjobs, to the tree hugging, mud fucking green fairy love junkies. From the hidden in the university library genius nerd to the self-declared bar hugger dispensing of foul whiskey breath and common sense wisdom. From the ignorant, the sparklingly fresh wit of an inquisitive kid to the reminiscing babblings of a toothless, hairless, stone-spurned, dry-wombed elder, we all tug and push at our lives, our surroundings, our societies, nations, continents, and world of worlds, through the rippling minds of those that surround us, through the storms of media hypes, fashion, freezing economic lethargy, deafening concrete inertia, and actual winds and rain, sleeting and numbing, the terrifying nuisance of being mortal, and therefore vulnerable to pain, and therefore demonstratively alive and kicking, even if it's just another dead dog or to check for quicksand, on the way to the Fata Morgana of continuity in tomorrow's reverie. We are voices. Jung called it archetypes. Freud's constipating opium made it dubbed frustrations. We used to call it gods and humors, the magic of places and the folly-inducing ways of beguiling strangers. And though rationality seemingly superficially cleaned that off our formica-top kitchen table minds, we still travel to the enchantment of Paris, the hustle of Hong Kong, or the red-lit wheat mists of Amsterdam. As if the Oracle of Delphi will bestow us with random wisecracks, intelligence, and observations from the Book of Fools. The Book of Fools being the largest volume of human history, known in all galaxies, and best recognized as a potent, absurdist antidepressant. Also helpful against sudden bouts of hubris or imperatriosis, and always a classic good read by the fireplace, or the shiny twinkle of the many suns far away. And who or what do we worship anyways? According to cats, We are naught but their servants, somewhat deserving of a little cuddle. While we still induct new gods to immortality, and demigods, quarter gods, kilo gods, half-ounce gods, 1/8 and a quarter gods, neighborhood gods, sacred bar angels that soothe, comfort, and turn on just by pouring your drink. Beat Street gold and copper gods that know to the minute when to stand to attention and guide Lady Granny skating, scolding, and daring the crossroads crazy traffic. No need to help, just make sure to clear the way before she and her walking stick do. National gods like founding fathers, presenting presidents and knowledgeable kings, prime ministers that actually know and live the meaning of prime. Worldwide divinities like Pele, god of football, Thatcher, god out of stiff-headedness, Bowie, god of character and the rising phoenix, Kahlo, la sagrada vegetalista, James Brown, the gold coffin god of soul, and Elvis, god of ephedrine head-shaking. Horta, god of the natural curve, Van Gogh, lord of lucid dreaming colors, Leonard Cohen, god of crude intelligence and weigher of poetic justice, Nusrat Fatih Ali Khan, god of hymn, and Kulthum, goddess of descending and rising passion. And of course, Freddie Mercury was, as always, the messenger god. Mandela, god of calm self-belief and patient wiseness. Hitler, god of hatred and self-destruction. Gandhi, god of defiance and abnegation. Two vegetarians that handled their aggression in totally juxtaposed ways. One destroying a continent and in doing so, bringing to the boiling surface of worldwide societies the biases and toxin-laden swords hidden among the pinions of any nation that flies too close to the sun. The other creating a nation that is a world unto itself and home to a world of gods. If gods can coexist, then so can we. If the human allows a seat for all his humors and her feelings at the round table of its mind, then the humors and feelings of any human become in time and experience recognizable and therefore meetable. Not therefore acceptable, but handleable, since the angles and corners are within our mental emotional grasp. And that's all it takes to coexist. Is fucking recognition. Simultaneously being aware of your own existence and that of everyone, everything, everywhere around you as being distinctly unique and as self-regulatory as it is interdependent. Valuable on relative scales that we know not the measure of and cannot fathom. For the concept of total knowledge is a brain fry. The forests grow over the corpses of desiccated searchers of ancestral wisdom and everlasting bliss. The asylums pile up the seers and those plagued by visions, voices, and furies, failing to accept these energies within their framework of normality, that obligatory stonebed of societal acceptability, where in fact it's up to society as a group of individuals to learn to accept its members as limbs and senses of the body, the species, the being human, the human being. We all act out the folly, the fury, the madness, the fear, the mockery, the beastliness, the divinity, the success, the savageness of our being, the human being. As we run up and down the spiral staircase of our DNA, be it in the bedroom or the boardroom or the supermarket alley, the parking lot bumper fights or courtoisies, we worship, and we forget. Everything is worth of worship. Thank you very much. Soon.